Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Chicago Cubs.
And now, please welcome your...
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And towing the slab, Cade Horton. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Josh Lowe leading things off and takes a strike. This one in the air center field. Crow Armstrong should have this one. And a quick out, number 1. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in the lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Nolan Shanuel batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Horton, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
Ball outside.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
That just misses. Ball 3. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch, execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Here comes a 3-2. He goes down looking.
Batting third, the shortstop, Zach Neto.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Angels, Zach Neto.
No, that's a ball.
The 1-0. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Outside low. 3 balls and a strike. Misses the sweeper. On the ground right side into the outfield, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now batting Joe Adell. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. That's out to center field. Crow Armstrong settles under it, and that is that. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. here at the friendly confines. Our starting pitcher in this one, Jack Kahanowitz. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he doesn't have overpowering stuff, so it's important that he finds his rhythm early. I think the easiest thing for him is to trust that catcher. Catcher's been in the league a long time. He knows these hitters. Whatever fingers he puts down, you nod the head and you throw that pitch.
Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now.
Crow Armstrong.
That one's in there, and it's 1-2. Just missed.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Struck him out looking. Crow Armstrong thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. The 0-1. Now he breaks his bat. Tosses to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
2 down, base is empty. Ian Happ now at the plate.
Whoa.
Checks his swing, appeal to third. Nope, he held back. That one missed. Alex Bregman waiting to hit for the Cubs. And a swing and a miss.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Batting fourth, third baseman, number 3, Alex.
So a man at first. So up now for Chicago, Alex Bregman. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That misses the zone, and a count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. So in now for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe.
Logan O'Hoppe.
There's a swing and a drive. And that's just foul. Horton making his first start of the year. A former first-round pick in 2022. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Adam Frazier. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. The 1-0. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. And that's in there at the knees. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
One out man at first. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. And a foul ball. Soler launched a homer in his most recent game. 0-1 down. There's a strike. Second inning here, no score. Got him. And there's 2 down.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Christian Moore, the next to hit for the Angels.
Strike. Woo.
And the 0-1. Foul ball. And downstairs.
That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that'll do it. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch.
Michael Busch.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Ball 2.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
In the air to left center. Takes it in for the out. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Sends it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Now here is Moises Ballesteros.
Whoa.
2 down, nobody on. Out to short. Neto gets him easily, ends the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Bryce Teodosio. Line drive, base hit, right field. And that one's going to get into the corner. That gets by him. Now around second, going for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Here's the left fielder, Josh Lowe. Fly to center his first time.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Strike one.
Here's your one. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
And now, Nolan Shanuel. One on, nobody out, a run in here in game one of this 3-game set.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
The 0-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Swanson fires over to first. And one away in the top of the third.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Zach Neto.
So now with one away and a man at second. And up next for Los Angeles, Zach Neto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's a strike. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Now one missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
The 3-1. And that one fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. The throw in.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
One down. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Joe Adell. He's 0 for 1. And that one wrapped foul. Now the 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Up the middle. In time to Bush. Yeah, they get the out.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Minimal damage against him to this point. We'll see if the lineup forces him to make an adjustment.
Tap foul at the plate. Man on second, 2 down. That one outside, and it's 1-1. To the right side. Bush whips it to first. They limit the damage here. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Angels 2 and the Cubs nothing. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. Here at Wrigley Field. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Swanson went deep in his most recent game. Check swing called strike. And that's strike 1. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. And that one is inside. That misses the zone. Ball 2. And there's a ball. Goes down looking.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Miguel Amaya in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. On the ground to third. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, number 4, Pete.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Went down on strikes his first time through. He swings and fouls one off. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit in the air out towards left center field. Pretty well struck. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. Angels 2 and the Cubs nothing. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. On to the 4th. So in now for the Angels, Adam Frazier. There's a strike. Hit in the air out to center field. 1 away.
Up next for the Angels, the designated
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Struck out looking his first time. The 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 2 outs, base is empty. Christian Moore, the next to hit for the Angels. Fly to left his first time. And that is out of play. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong in position. And that's the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. We're midway in the 4th. Angels 2 and the Cubs nothing. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Here's a high chopper. Neto fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he had to make the perfect play up the middle, be able to square himself up with the shoulders enough to be able to make a strong, accurate throw to first, and I thought that was an infield hit all the way.
Ian Happ up to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. The Angels leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Low on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Next for the Cubs, third baseman number 3, Alex.
Here's Alex Bregman. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. High fly ball out to center field. Teodosio under it. That is the inning. Cubs are down quietly. They're still down. It's 2-0. On the north side of Chicago, John Chambi and Chris Singleton. So in now for the Angels, Rice Teodosio. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. And that's outside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. In the air, left field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Angels, the left fielder, number 3,
Josh Lowe will hit next. Swing and a ground ball. Makes a sliding stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Angels go quietly there as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch.
You know, these Cubs just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Set down on strikes, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Check swing. He went. That's strike 1. Swing and a dribbler foul first base side. Into center. Not there in time, and that's the first hit for them in this one.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boo. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now at the plate, Moises Ballesteros. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. That one missed.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. Swanson digs in. Struck out looking at his first at bat.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at bat. Nice job right there.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. Good job to fight that one off. Oh, 0-2 now. What a stop. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And the batter now, Zach Neto.
The shortstop, Zach Neto.
To the right side. Horner gets it to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, number 7, Joe Adell.
Here's Joe Adell.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level. And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today. I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
The catcher, number 14, Logan O'Hoppe.
2 down, bases empty. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. 1 for 2.
Woo!
Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to the pitcher, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Miguel Amaya.
Amaya forced to get out of the way of the first pitch.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next offering is fouled back. That smash towards center. And there's one away.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, number 4.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The Halos up by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score.
He was all over that one. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Runner around third. He'll score easily. And now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jack Kahanowitz, done for the day. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back.
Now pitching for
New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Brent Suter.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. Brings it in. Runner tags at second.
up next for the Cubs, third baseman number 3, Alex Bregman.
And in this critical spot, up steps Alex Bregman. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
That's the ball.
Swing and a chopper. Moore slings it across, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show Chicago.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jacob Webb. He's making his second appearance of the season. So in now for the Angels, Adam Frazier.
Adam Frazier.
And that's in for a strike. Next offering popped in the air, right field. One down.
Up next for the Angels, the designated hitter. Jorge.
Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the 0-1. Foul ball there.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And the 0-2. Fastball is outside. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Christian Moore, the next to hit for the Angels. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. Stays alive. To third. Tosses across the first, and that is the inning. Angels held in check as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The first baseman, Michael Bush.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Check swing, went around, and that's strike two. Ball one there. Bring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's Nico Horner.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
The Angels holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Swings and lines one towards the gap, and this one could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Here's the throw. In there safely.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Moises Ballesteros, the next Cub to hit. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Number 17, he represents the go-ahead run.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Number 17 in the box now. Takes strike one. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. So the tying run at second. Next offering misses down and away.
That's a really good take.
And that's downstairs. 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And it's second. And that's downstairs and outside. And there's ball four. And the go-ahead run is on base.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on, one out. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And the count 1-2. The shortstop takes a ball. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Now one missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Dansby will head back to the dugout after the K. Batter challenges in a very big spot, and it'll stay a strike. The umpire was correct. So they're now out of challenges. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Brent Suter won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Drew Pomeranz.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Two aboard, two outs. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
In the dirt, ball one. Action in the Angels bullpen. Ben Joyce, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Yates warming up as well. Two on, two outs. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Late swing, fouled off. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Ready to begin the 8th. So in now for the Angels, Bryce Teodosio. Looks like he wants the signs again. Edward Cabrera on to pitch here.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
This ball's chopped on the ground. The throw to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Angels, the left fielder, number 3, Josh.
Back to the top of the order, Josh Lowe getting ready to hit. Bounce to the right. Bush. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shanuel. 0 for 3 in this one. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And that's a foul ball. The 0-1. Cabrera, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. And the Angels are gone in order. They lead it 2-1. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Pete Crow Armstrong. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
0-1. And a big swing and a miss. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
So digging in, Seiya Suzuki.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Now. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
The 0-2. Way high.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Next offering down in the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Low on his way over. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 8,
Ian Happ digs in now. The switch hitter batting right.
Oh.
2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. And that one hammered way back there. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. And we are starting over.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. Well, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. He knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Drew Pomeranz out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Kirby Yates. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And now it's Alex Bregman. Swings through that. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Joey Lucchesi, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2. Got him swinging. But this clutch home run gets us even again. 9th inning coming up. Back after this on the show. We go to the 9th. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. And fouled off. Little chopper rolls foul. The 0-2. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. And they jump in front in the 9th. It's 3-2.
That right there is a game changer, and it might end up being the most important swing of the game. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now, Joe Adele, 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The 1-1. On the ground, out to short. Swanson throws to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 14, Logan O'Hoppe.
Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe, 1 for 3. And that's in for a strike. This one in the air center field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Angels, the second baseman, Adam.
So up next, Adam Frazier. That one's in there. 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Halos lead this one 3-2. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Ben Joyce. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. Well, 1-run game. Michael Busch now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. One-run game, bottom 9.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate. A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Here's a 2-2. Hammered on the line, base hit. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So here's Horner now. This one in the air right field. And it stays fair. Throws to second. They take the force out there to beat him by an eyelash.
Well, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
1 out man at first. And next is the designated hitter. Walked his first time. That one is upstairs.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
One now. Late with the swing there.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
2-2. Got him swinging for the K. Cubbies with only 1 out left. And now it's Dansby Swanson.
Going pretty good speed over there at first base. I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on.
This one in the air right field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the ninth on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.